So a lot of people in the Algorand community were concerned when John Allen Woods left as the chief technology officer of Algorand. And we haven't had an actual CTO since on Algorand. But now Monday, it looks like Algorand is going to announce a new CTO. Now, the cool part is, I think we figured out who it is. So let's dive in and see who is going to be the next CTO. And this is Stacy Warden. She is the CEO of Algorand. And she said, we will announce our new CTO Monday. Which of the following is a false statement about our new CTO? A, they were a very, very early employee at a very, very OG chain. B, they hold 2 patents in cryptography. C, they have started and sold a company. And D, they are not Italian, which I got to tell you, I did not mean to click C. I was on my phone and somehow I meant to click D because that seemed like the obvious one. And somehow I managed to click C instead, but I definitely think D was the right answer. And I put here, are you guys going to announce it on a space so I can cover it live? I'm hoping it will be paired with the announcement of my being named the Chief Bald Officer. So Stacy liked it, but she didn't respond whether that was the case or not. That's a bummer. Mike says Stacy blocked me. Well, did you say something mean to her? Maybe. So I think we know who it is. And this comes from, I said the smart money is that this is the CTO being announced. Let's see what mypocket.algo said. It is Vincenzo Di Nicola, who is an Italian tech entrepreneur, developer, and a key pioneer in Italy's cryptocurrency sector. So Vincenzo is the founder and CEO of Conio. He co-founded and served as the co-CEO of Conio, one of the first and most prominent Italian wallets for buying, selling, and securely storing currencies like Bitcoin. So that seems to mark that one off. He also sold a majority stake in Conio to 2 of Italy's largest financial institutions. So he bought and sold the company. And he has patents in digital asset security. Remember the part about the patents? That was on there. His inventions are primarily focused on the core technology behind Conio, including methods for the secure creation, custody, and recovery of digital assets, as well as user interface for managing them. These patents were fundamental to making Conio a secure and trusted platform. He is also a Stanford University alum and has acted as a blockchain technology advisor to the Italian government. So that looks pretty likely. Now I don't see what the one thing I think we missed. Didn't they say that he had worked he was an early employee of a very early blockchain? And I didn't see that. Maybe we can look him up. Vincenzo Di Nicola. This might be a little off. Let's check the LinkedIn bio here. By the way, I can't stand LinkedIn. Can't stand it. Let's see. Did he work at a... So Conio IMPS official. I don't know what that is. I wish they just showed everything. Blockchain experts committee, advisory board of directors, advisory chess feed, GoPago, co-founder and CTO. I don't see him being an employee at that's the only thing I can't see. It's the only thing I can't see is him working at an early blockchain, but the rest seems to kind of add up. So I would say good money as this is the CTO that they're going to announce on Monday, but we'll definitely be keeping you informed about that. Far from the only news on Algorand we have, by the way, because Algorand launched the Algoland, which is a little confusing. You say Algorand, Algoland. They launched this new promotion, and they got these videos where I actually pitched them an idea where it explains things in a little more depth to people. I haven't heard back from them about that. They have over 6,000 users have officially gone to Algoland on the first day of onboarding. This is the time for the masses to experience Algorand's instant finality, ultra low fees, 100% uptime, and successful transactions. Let's onboard the world together as Algo fam. I really would love a breakdown of how many of those people are actually were already on Algorand versus entering. Because when I got to it, I didn't see like a lot of stuff that looked like onboarding for new people. And that seems like the main thing. I think you have to have something that gives people an incentive that aren't like Algorand users, maybe are crypto users. You'd have to decide which demographic you're going for. I think it got used. That's great. I just think it's probably got used by most people who are in Algorand. I will say though, this is pretty interesting. Since Algoland began, Pera wallet card signups have increased 200%, and the total volume just crossed 120,000. The card is now coming to Poland, Portugal, and the Netherlands. That was just recently announced. Was going to be one of the things I was talking about. 3 more countries will be able to use their Algorand native US dollar coin in their everyday lives and become their own banks. I'm really looking forward to this. So they say more countries to be announced very soon. You know, the US is going to be the big one. Like, we're the big spending market. It's where the money is. Once this goes live, a lot of people are going to be using this thing, and it's going to like take off. Now, the way this works, as some of you know, is that you'll be able to take your Pera wallet, go to any MasterCard terminal, and pay with US dollar coin right out of your wallet. So why does that matter? Well, if you actually want to use your crypto, it makes it a really easy way to use your crypto. For me, it would be nice because I actually get sponsorship payments on my wallet. And so that would allow me to spend that money versus like trying to have to send it to my bank and then pay off my credit card or whatever. It actually would save me steps. So instead of crypto being more steps, it would actually be less. Simon says half of that 6K users is alt wallets. Oh, so do you think you mean like people doing it with one wallet and then switching to another wallet and doing it? Is that what you're talking about, Simon? I think that might be possible. Green Blue says I've completed most of the tasks before they even announced Algorand. Well, that's interesting. How did you do it before they? But you have to actually do stuff on the chain to do it. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Green Blue says I might have to spoil up a couple of wallets for referral points and proving the point, because then Simon says, yeah, correct. I think there's probably a good chance. Like, I think the one thing about that is like, it didn't really seem like they had a path to onboard new users. We can go to it, actually. Let me go to it once. Because I do think this is interesting to talk about. Switch to this one. How is that still like that? Well, you can see the main thing of it anyway. I mean, even if I... Yeah, because you see it's like connect a wallet. But what tells me to do that? Maybe if I go to get started, what does that do? Okay, so they do have like just to be fair, they do have like kind of an onboarding process here. But I would also put that here because people are probably going to they're probably going to click on this. And I think it'd be great if they had a button that said brand new, start here, and then take me to this page. So that's what I would have done. This is kind of neat. But yeah, it looks pretty good. You can also do this right in your Pera wallet. I would just be really curious how many new people actually came on. Cloudy Vibe says, hope everyone got their Algoland NFT. And Green Blue says I am on most of these platforms already. Yeah, me too. A lot of people chatting. That's nice to see a lot of Algo fam chatting for our Algorand segment. So I guess they did have I just wish they'd make that a little bit more obvious. I think if you go to the Connect Wallet thing, that's where they should have also a Get Started or brand new tab, hit this, something like that. Cloudy Vibe says normally you don't see chat from, yeah, you guys won't. I actually do see them in my, they still show up in my chat on OBS. We got more. That's not even it, by the way. I thought this was interesting. So Orange had done this little stress test, and Algorand casually handling 400 TPS during Orange Means 5-minute stress test. Onya says, do you mean 400K in TPS or 400 in, as in 400? He meant 400. $400K TPS would be insane. No, it's 400, but it's in like 5 seconds. That's a lot. Cloudy Vibes, a fan of the game Cosmic Champs. Nice to see that. Very cool. Oops, I should go back to here. Sorry about that. And we got some nice little audience on X. So anyway, there's that. I thought that was just like an interesting little quick aside. Thanks to Orange doing that. And then I think we talked about the Nansen news. So I think that's really it for Algorand news. But I really think this is going to be the big news, this new CTO. Yeah, Jeffrey says it was 400 TPS using 8 miners total. So we'll see. We'll see Monday if we're right, if it's Vincenzo Di Nicola. But he really fits a lot of the things that he said, except the only thing I didn't see, like I said, did she say early blockchain company? Yeah, very early employee at a very OG chain. And I didn't see that in his LinkedIn. That's the only thing I didn't notice. So we'll see. You know, one day we'll find out. Like I really hope that they're going to announce some kind of, I hope they do like a space so people can, you know, to help share it out. I think that would be great. And give us something to react to, something to spread the news. If they just put it out in a tweet, it doesn't have the same impact. And I hope they're starting to kind of understand that. Well, I think that's all our Algorand news. I hope everyone enjoyed that, and keep an eye out because I think that CTO news will be big. All right, let's go check some stuff here. Okay. How's everyone doing in the chat? So Simon saying, we'll have some cool campaigns during the week 7 of Algoland. Gaming week should really be earlier on, in my opinion. Fractal, Cosmic, Realms games have good retention. I think that's a good point. I think that's a really good point. Yeah, it'd be nice if they did that.